We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.
Welcome to Storytime Cooks, as we learn about food through books. Today we're reading Pies in the Oven by Betty Burney, illustrated by Holly Mead, published by Houghton Mifflin Company. I don't know about you, but I love apple pies. And this time of year we don't get apples growing on our trees locally, but apples are one of those fruits that we can get all year long in the grocery store. So it might be something that you could still make. And this little child's grandma is making them an apple pie. Grandma has a big surprise, pies in the oven, and I can't wait. They've mixed up flour and some shortening and made a pie crust. They've got their apples cut up, maybe some cinnamon and some sugar. Dry the dishes while it bakes. Pies in the oven, my favorite kind. Actually, she's making lots of pies. She must be going to have a lot of people to come and eat all those pies. Something smells good, Grandpa says. Pies in the oven, don't you peek. Lots of apples, sugar and spice. Pies in the oven, bubbly and brown. I think they've made up a little dance that they could do while their pie is baking. And you can see Grandpa's peeking in the oven, and Grandma's not really excited about him opening the door, but you can almost smell that yummy apple pie smell. Annie's at the fence now shouting, "Yoo-hoo! Pie's in the oven, better hurry." Irene's in the garden hanging up the wash. Pie's in the oven, come right in. Sometimes people actually hang their clothes on a clothesline, and these little wooden things are clothespins. Sometimes they're plastic and they're clips, and they hang their clothes on a line. I don't see that very often, but I do like the way my clothes smell when I hang them on a clothesline. Postman's at the front door. Knock, knock, knock. Pie's in the oven. Hope you're hungry. Do you think all these people are going to come and eat pie? Trixie's at the back door, scratching to get in. Pie's in the oven. Smells good. And Trixie's the dog. Fire truck's coming with Grandpa's pals. Pie's in the oven. You're just in time. There's the fireman's dog, a Dalmatian, and all the firemen. Now who's coming up the walk? Lucille, Nora, Babe, and Ed, Uncle Will, and Uncle Fred. Look at all the people that are coming. They're having a party. Great Aunt Minnie, Cousin Ben, Ray, Marie. Where will it end? Pies in the oven, plenty for all. I hope she did make a lot of pies. Come on in, Jenny, bring a friend. Pies in the oven, don't miss out. Bring those chairs in from the front porch. Pies in the oven. Pour some milk. Milk is really good with apple pie. Pass the plates, get the knife. Pies in the oven, but not for long. Look at all their friends that came to eat apple pie. What fun. A piece for Annie, Will wants two. Pies on the table, it's my turn soon. Save a piece for Grandpa's lunch. Pie's going very fast. Where's my piece? They've cut the pie into pieces and they're passing it out to all their friends. Pie plate's empty, and so am I. He doesn't look very happy, does he? Pie's all gone now, and I am mad. Don't you worry, Grandma says. Think Grandma might have another pie? There it is. Pie's in the oven just for me. They're actually playing some music after they ate their pie. Everybody's laughing, having fun. Pie's in my tummy, and I feel great. That is a fun story. And look, he is actually balancing an apple on his head. And that might be something that you would want to do, is to stick an apple on your head and see if you could walk around without it falling off. Well, we might not have time to bake a whole apple pie, but we can make an apple pie snack that doesn't take as long, and we don't even have to bake it at all. So you can put granola in the bottom of a dish, or you could use crumbled up graham crackers. Then we're going to layer some applesauce on top of that. We're going to cut up some apple and put on top of that. And then you could use some whipped cream or Cool Whip, or some vanilla yogurt would work really well. And we're going to spoon that on top of that. And then we're going to sprinkle it with some cinnamon. And look what a yummy, easy treat that would be. And it looks really delicious too. Something that would be fun and everybody could make their own. All these things, except for our granola, would come in our, well, the granola would go in the grain group, our apple stuff would go in the fruit group, and that yogurt would go in the dairy group. So we've got 3 different food groups in this one little snack. So if you need something quick and easy to eat, an apple's always a yummy treat. But if you want to try something a little bit different, try an easy apple pie snack. We hope you'll come back and join us again next week for Storytime Cooks, where we continue to learn about food through books.
We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans.